Hi guys, Robin here from Other Pixels, and on today's episode I want to talk to you about how to capture perfect reflections. One of the best things that I enjoy doing is finding reflections. So whether it's in landscapes or urbans or puddlegrams, I just love the uniqueness of a reflection shot. It can create an emotion if it's a landscape reflection, like a sense of stillness, like the world just came to a full stop. If it's an urban reflection, it can give you a different perspective of like just a typical street shot. On today's video, I want to talk to you about the 5 different types of reflections that you can get. So one is the landscape reflection. I will talk to you as well about mastering the puddlegram, how to fake it. So if you're traveling somewhere and you have a windy day and you're not able to get reflection shots, you can't go back to that space, I will give you resources to fake the reflection, how to create fake reflections. And in addition, I am going to show you 2 pretty cool and unique ways that you can create reflections with items that you can just have in your backpack or in your pocket. First of all, let's talk about landscape reflections. There is actually a science to finding good landscape reflections, and you need 2 conditions. One is the wind speed, and 2 is where the sun is located at that time of day. So first of all, for wind, you need to have calmness, stillness to get a perfect reflection shot. So your best tool for that I go to is windy.com. So on windy.com, you can type it in and then you type in your location, and then on there you can see, for example, here I typed in Emerald Lake, and the green, you see how it says wind, 1 kilometer, and then wind gusts. Those are the 2 things that you need to be looking at, wind and wind gusts. So if you're in the blues, maybe in the greens, but if you're in the blues, like your wind is just 1 kilometer per hour and your wind gusts are 9, then you're most likely to get like those beautiful, perfect mirror reflections that you want. But if you go to the red zone where your wind gusts are now 29 kilometers an hour and your base is 5 kilometers, then you're not going to get any reflections there. So I wouldn't even bother. If you are chasing a reflection shot, I would not even bother. Now, the second thing that needs to be in place is timing. The best time to shoot for reflections are either at sunrise, 1 hour after sunrise, 1 hour before sunset, or sunset. Well, not only are the colors nicer, but the sun is not high on the horizon. Once the sun is high on the horizon and the light is glaring down on the water, all you're gonna get is the glare off the water. You're not gonna be able to see the reflections that you're looking for. And secondly, if it's a popular location, you might have people canoeing or swimming or fishing. There could be human activity that would ruin your reflection shot. So now you're asking, well, what if I'm there and it's daytime and it's the only time I can get there? You can get daytime reflection shots, but only if there's cloud coverage. So for example, in this photo that I have right here, that was taken during the day, but there was enough cloud coverage. So the clouds temporarily covered the sun, allowing me to quickly capture this reflection shot. I love a good puddlegram, and there are essential things that you need to get a great puddlegram. There's 5 steps to doing this. After it rains, or if it snows and then it's a warm day and there's puddles around the city, I walk around hunting for these puddle shots. Just here are a couple of examples of the ones that I've been able to get. And I'm not kidding, these puddles are very small. They're maybe 2 by 3 feet wide. They're dirty. People run past them, people walk by them. You would never think that you would get the kind of really cool shots from these tiny, dirty, disgusting little puddles, okay? But as you can see, I've managed to get some pretty good shots. So here are my 5 tips for nailing the puddlegrams. First of all, if you can, use a wide angle lens. So a wide angle lens will allow you to capture as much of the reflection as of your cityscape. Whichever one is your widest lens, that's the one that you need to go to. Secondly is get your camera extremely low. So for this, that means you have to get your camera, like if this is your puddle, you have to get it like right here. Number 3, you're gonna have to grab your camera strap and wrap it around your wrist, because when you put your camera really low, the camera strap is going to fall down on the puddle and then it's gonna create ripples. Your camera strap is gonna get super dirty and disgusting. Trust me, it's happened to me a million times. It's really gross. So when you have your camera, wrap your camera strap around your wrist and then position it at super low levels of the puddle to avoid the ripples being created. Number 4 is wear clothes that you don't mind getting dirty. In order to get super low to these puddles, sometimes you have to get on your knees or you have to lay your body completely flat on the ground. So don't wear anything nice or expensive or white. Make sure you wear your sweatpants, jeans that you don't mind getting dirty, a t-shirt, but do not wear anything nice. My last and most important tip is never underestimate a puddle. Sometimes I'll walk by, I'll look at a puddle and be like, ugh, that looks really dirty and it's really small. But then I will go down, I'll get low, I'll use my wide angle lens, which has a different perspective than your eyes. I'll just take a test shot and they come out super cool. So that's the most important tip. Don't underestimate a puddle, no matter how small or how dirty it looks. Just take the shot, just give it a try, and then see what it looks like. Now I'm going to talk to you about faking reflections. So if you've traveled somewhere exotic and it's a windy day, it's your last day, you really want a reflection shot, my tip is to just take the shot and then Photoshop it. There's tons of videos online on how to fake reflections. I created one that you can do in literally 3 simple steps. So just take the shot and fake it after. You can do wonders in Photoshop. If you just take a little bit of time post-process, you can convert a photo into a reflection in 5-10 minutes. So now I'm going to talk to you about 2 creative ways that you can create reflection shots that do not involve any body of water. So if there's no puddles, if there are no lakes, don't worry about it. These are super cool and very simple ways to create reflection shots that you can easily and quickly pull out of your purse, pull out of your pocket. For the first one is get a lens ball. So this right here is my lens ball. See, it's really small, it's a little bit heavy, but you can just throw it on your backpack, throw it on your purse, and then with this you can actually create super cool reflection. Now the thing about a lens ball is that whatever your subject is, it's going to be reflected upside down. And so if you like the look of it where it's upside down, awesome, or if not, you can just go into Lightroom and flip it. Now the 5th way is just to use a good old-fashioned mirror. I don't have any personal examples to show you, but I did see one from this Instagrammer and photographer extraordinaire called Jordi Koalitic. I hope I didn't butcher his name. Sorry, Jordi. You'll probably never see this video anyways, but he took this super cool mirror shot right here, as you can see. It was just so good, so creative. You can see the behind the scenes. It's a mirror that was this big, and look at the creative photos that he took just using this tiny little mirror. So that is it for me. I will leave a link to my blog post where I recap all this information. So if you didn't write it down, you don't have to replay. You can just go to my blog. It's on there. Follow me on Instagram for more tips, informations, and behind the scenes of how I take certain photos. If you like this video or if you have any more ideas of what you'd like to see from me, please leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you again so much for watching.